They're both bald, but Andy thinks he's not. Andy may deny it, but you know it's just lies, because they're two bald guys.
So I was watching on TikTok the other day about sayings.
Yeah.
And my nan, born and bred in Nottingham, was the queen of sayings.
Oh, it just comes out with ones that...
You like, so I remember, do you know that fine drizzly rain? You'd be like, oh, it's wet rain outside.
Wet rain.
Wet rain.
The rain that gets you really wet?
Yeah. And I'm like, but rain gets you wet, surely? No, because it's really fine. So it gets you, it soaks you.
Do you know, it sounds stupid, but it kind of makes sense as well.
It does, doesn't it? And do you know those days where it's really humid? You should go, close outside. You're like, what do you mean it's close? It's close. The weather's close, so it makes you hot. And I'm like, it's interesting. So I went to work a couple of weeks ago. One of the managers went, oh, that really boils my piss.
Oh, I love that saying.
I'm like,
I love that.
I've never heard that saying ever.
I've never heard it. Amy says it. Oh, that really boils my piss. I was like, that makes so much sense, though.
It's so wrong in so many levels.
I've heard boils my blood.
Yes.
But I've never heard boils my piss, but it's better, isn't it?
You know, and I'm thinking, this is like senior management going, that really boils my piss. And I'm like,
oh, it's not rude.
no, because I've never heard it before.
You do imagine a bladder bubbling up
I know,
full of piss.
You do, exactly. And I'm thinking, I wonder how many other countries have those kind of sayings, like, "Hey up my duck." What is there a duck in the room?
Yeah.
No, but that's such a Nottingham Derby saying.
Yeah, it is.
"Hey up my duck."
Obviously, I'm from East Mids. My ex, who's from the West Mids, I was showing her some East Mids sayings, right? So she'd never heard of tabs, meaning ears. So tabs means your ears, right? Yeah. Never heard of that. So, but there was this website. We'll have to find it at some point and do a chat about this, where they wrote it all out, how it sounds.
Yeah.
So she was reading it, going, "Geronwie el salbat your tabs." I went, "Oh, it means hurry up." She went, "What?" So, "Geronwie el salbat your tabs."
Yeah.
Which means get on with it, or I'll punch you in the ear.
Yeah.
I've got to come back to you about the rain thing, though. I had this thought the other day. So it was raining, obviously, Britain. Went to Asda. I love the Asda near me. Absolutely love it. Went there, and it was raining. So how do you walk back to your car? Let's do a role play. How do you walk back to your car in the rain if you haven't got an umbrella?
I run.
Do you?
I'm a bit of a fairy, to be quite honest, mate. I've got to say, I don't like getting my hair wet, as you know. I mean, you've got...
Oh, here we go.
You've got the beauty of your pubes on your head.
Oh, I've just been up shaping it. Yeah.
Started right. Because it does look... It looks very thick today, I've got to say.
There we go.
It does look thick.
Yeah.
I still am very envious of the beard. I've got to say, your beard is looking on point, mate.
I've just taken the neckline up a bit, and it looks much smarter. I'd say to everyone, just because I had it full down to here, and it joined my chest hair, basically. And up here, it joined my nostril hair. And it was just like one big dandelion. Brilliant. It's like the honey monster.
Yeah.
But I've literally just taken it up to there, and it just looks smarter.
What, with the cutthroat?
I do use the cutthroat.
Yeah.
But as you've seen, I'm still learning. You do it every so often, and you go, oh, but they're so sharp, you don't really feel it. And you go, oh, that's quite a deep bleeding wound now, actually. Yeah. That's a problem.
Yeah.
We'll come on to the hair, but the reason I asked you about the rain bit was I was stood at Asda, and I don't mind. I'll just walk to the car. I don't really care. But then I see people walk into the car in the rain doing this.
I know.
Do you think the rain won't get you?
Yeah, I'm squinting because it won't get me.
If you lean forwards like this, you're further away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what that is, But also, so then I walk past people going, "Oh, it's raining," like this. But then do I look crazy? Because they're like, "Does he not know it's fucking raining?"
You just like it's a sunny day.
Does he not know it's raining?
Yeah, it's like it's horizontal rain hitting you in the face, and you're just like.
Oh, I will say a bit of sleet. I don't even know if people around the world will know what sleet is. It's like a horrible hailstone that's melted enough to be wet, but smashes you in the face.
Yeah.
It's awful. It's the worst weather out of the lot of them.
It is.
It is the worst one. When you get hit in the eyeball with some sleet, that's probably why you then walk to your car going...
No, absolutely, because it does hurt, doesn't it? It tings the skin. I mean, I'm not being funny. We live in the UK. Fuck knows why everyone wants to come to the UK. I know that they get a lot of benefits from coming to the UK because we pay for everything. But the weather,
that's a different chat.
I'm not being funny, mate. I'm looking out your window now, and it's the first day I've seen sun in at least a week.
So we get to the point where we're really happy having a 1 degree, and that's 1 degree Celsius day, as long as it's sunny. Well, we'll wrap up. It's fine. So we're happy with freezing our toes, todger, nose off, as long as it's not raining. That's our level of happiness.
Yeah.
No. Anyone else would be like, I'm not going out. I know it's sunny, but I'm not going out. It's freezing. Put the fire on.
I mean, I'm quite envious because you've got the natural fire. And I would love to put some logs on the fire and not even have the TV on. Just have a chat with the wife and just watch the flames, mate. It's fucking brilliant. I love that shit.
So with that, open fire. We'll have it on today if you want. It's amazing. It's hypnotic, though.
Oh, it is.
So we'll have the TV on, and I'll find I'm just looking at it going, oh, the flame's gone that way, and now it's this way. Yeah. And you realise 7 or 8 minutes has gone by, and you're like, what's happening in that show?
I know, exactly. But I think that's where we've kind of missed, haven't we? With the IT and the technology advancements that we've got. These are the worst things ever to be created.
They're the best and worst, actually, aren't they?
They are.
They're the most useful, but also the worst.
The Nokia 3310, right? It could ring, it could text, you could play snakes on. What more did you need?
The internet, obviously.
No, because porn is too easily available now.
Who said porn?
Well, that's what these things do, isn't it?
I said internet.
Yes, and you meant porn.
I didn't. I meant my tickets for flights.
Oh, here we go.
I meant my emails.
Viewers, he didn't really. It means it's easier available. No, everything's available on these things, and I don't like that. With kids these days, I didn't have social media to worry about.
No, that's a big problem, actually.
And that will be a separate podcast.
Well, interestingly, Stephen Fry was talking about. I love Stephen Fry. He's one of those national treasures, isn't he? Mm-hmm. So intelligent and he reads.
Reminds me of me.
No.
What?
No. He's a tall, intelligent man with a full head of hair.
If I grew mine, I might have to, just as shits and giggles.
That's what it looks like.
I'd have the proper monk's patch.
Yeah, egg in the nest.
Because it's very thin on top.
Stephen Fry, though, was talking about his favourite gods, like Greek gods. So he's very, very well read, isn't he?
Yes.
And he was talking about his favourite god was the god of the hearth. So, the sort of central fire pit that we used to have that everyone would congregate round. Yeah. And he goes, that's what we've lost, is because everyone used to gather around the hearth and there were no distractions. You would talk and it would be one conversation because it was a circle. You know what it's like when you book a table in a restaurant and it's a long table? You can only talk to the people next to you.
Absolutely, yeah.
But around the hearth, everyone talks. And that's what it was. It was communal. Whereas now, someone's playing their tablet, someone's watching the phone, someone's doing something else. You're in the same room, but you don't actually talk, do you?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So he goes, that's the thing we've probably missed the most now, is that coming together in the evening.
No, indeed. We videoed all the holidays abroad, like skiing videos, going to Florida, all of that is on video. And I look back and we're sat around the table for Christmas. Is there any mobile phones? No, because they weren't fucking invented.
No.
And we were all talking and we were all having a laugh. And it was such a different experience than you look in you walk into a restaurant nowadays and it's like, well, they're having a great date because they're fucking glued to the phone.
There's two that look like a couple opposite each other, both on their phone, and you think that they've not interacted. So we do the people watching stuff. So we start going, oh, they get on really well. That's first or second date max because they still really care and they're trying to impress each other. And they're sat up straight and they're flicking the hair and stuff.
Exactly.
That's first or second date territory. Those ones over there, they've got kids. This is their night off and they wish they weren't even together because they're just like, but they're probably posting on Instagram, best night ever, love my boo, all that sort of stuff. They haven't spoken.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it is that, isn't it? It's like the fact that they're going, or to their mate, oh yeah, we're out having a meal. Oh, who are you with? Oh, just me and the wife. It's great. Why are you talking to me?
Who does that?
You know, and I think going back to your hair.
How?
Because 10 years ago when Rooney did his beauty, it cost him 20 grand. It was 20 grand back in...
It was 28. I remember him posting about it.
It was a lot of money. And I thought to myself, and it was at that time where I felt really self-conscious because my hair fell out when I was 27 and I had to shave my head at that point, you know. I didn't want to.
Well, we've all had friends that have held on too long. And you go...
Brother. My brother is so... I mean, he should have shaved his a long fucking time ago.
We've all seen those friends, and you see people out as well, and you're like, mate, give it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I think, you know, 10, 15 years ago, when hair transplants were £28,000, I'd have been like, well, that's too much money.
It's off the table. It's not a possibility, is it?
With you, a couple of £1,000 isn't the end of... You know, it's not the be-all and end-all. I'm not going to go, but what if it doesn't work? I've just splashed out 30 grand and I'm going to be paying that off for a while.
Long time, yeah.
You know, but with you, it wasn't that bad. And I think the results are pretty good, mate.
Why are you smiling as you're saying this?
No, in all fairness, I think, honestly, it's got much better.
Well, yeah,
it has got better.
I was bored, wasn't I? So this was kind of the safety net. Was you go into it? So mine was £2,000, and that wasn't Turkey. That was London. So I always worried about flying to a different country,
absolutely getting a head infection. And
exactly,
then,
and people do, don't they?
Oh yeah.
So I thought London's better for that.
Yeah.
And I thought, what is my limit where I can go? Because the safety net is, if you don't like it, I shave my head anyway. I'll carry on shaving my head. So I've been shaving my head since I was 17. Mm-hmm. So, you know, it's kind of the worst that's going to happen is I'll shave my head again. So what amount of money am I happy to just go, well, I tried it and it failed?
Yeah.
And so £2,000, when that came in, I was like, wow.
It's not holiday, is it, in all fairness, this day and age? £2,000 is nothing.
Well, and to some people, it's out of the question. And in my previous life, it would have been, there's no way I couldn't get 100 quid together at points, you know, for like a night out or anything. So, you know, it was on a credit card. I didn't have it spare, but I was happy that was an amount I was happy to go with. But it got to the point with me where we were in lockdown, so COVID, and we were working at home. None of us had our cameras on. I thought, you've got to like go through a bit of pain first. So people might not know this, but you have to have all the hair extracted out the back of your head where it's thick because you've got that bit. Mm-hmm. And they cut your top of your head up, like completely cut it to pieces and just push all the hair follicles in. And that takes weeks and weeks and weeks where you look like an absolute dickhead. Yeah. To get them out of the back of your head, there has this little circular drill that they drill into your head loads of times. And then they get these like pincers that pull the hair follicle out. They put it in the top of your head. It's a hard thing to go through, actually.
Yeah.
So the first thing they do is put loads of jabs of anaesthetic in the back of your head.
Yeah.
And then they do the top of your head. Mm-hmm. And some people don't like needles. I stopped counting after 250 injections into my head. Yeah. And then they put loads of fluid in, so it lifts your skin off your scalp a bit. So that's why you have this band around your head really tight, because if the fluid goes down, it can make your eyes close and all sorts. So you go through quite a lot actually for this. And that's why I did it when we were locked down, working from home, cameras off when I was working anyway.
I think women forget as well that men do have these feelings because they're always about the weight and, you know, those kind of feelings are always, you know, women will concentrate on. But with men, you know, our hair is everything. And when people say to me, well, when did you lose your hair? I was like, well, I was like 27 when I lost my hair. Oh, but don't you miss it? I've got no fucking choice.
Yeah, that's right.
I have no choice. If I want to do what you've done, I'm going to have to go through a lot of pain. And I don't know what I'd look like now because I've what is it, 20 years now since I've not had hair.
It is a lot to go through, but I always saw it as corrective surgery rather than cosmetic because it's on your head and it's in front. No one doesn't notice.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
And it used to be there and now it's not. And none of us chose it. So I saw it as corrective, actually.
Do you know what? I think it's a really valid point because a lot of the people that I speak to are like, I couldn't imagine you, Rich, with hair. You wouldn't look right with hair. It's like, it's only because you've only ever known me bald.
Yeah.
You know, and I never had any say.
Yeah, I mean, this is it, isn't it? It gives you more options.
It does.
Like, so one thing I thought about doing was slicking it back because you made a very lovely comment last week when we were together.
That's not me.
What was it? I was outside and the wind blew a bit.
I mean, it did look like one of those toupees, you know, like what Donald Trump fucking wears, and he walks up to the plane and the wind lifts it. Yeah, exactly.
So this bit here, I do comb forwards, So the hairline, but that's where the hairline always was.
I mean, the hairline's great. It's just backwards of that. That's not the best.
So I was on about slicking it back, actually, and seeing what that looks like.
I'm such a twat.
Should we give it a go?
I'm up for it if you are.
I mean, I said will.
I tell you what. You do that, and I'll get us some drinks.
Let's go. Right, ready?
I am.
Let's go.
In all fairness, mate, I don't think that's too bad. I think that suits you better than it being forward. I think because it makes it look thicker.
Does it?
I do honestly think it makes it look thicker. My boss, he's got that kind of haircut, and I think it looks. I actually think that suits you.
Does it look better?
It does, because when it's forward, you can see through your hair.
Yeah.
So therefore, it looks like a wig.
It does sometimes, and also the fact that I'm really grey at the sides.
Yes.
And the top isn't.
Why is that though?
People go grey at the temple. Lots of people go grey at the temple.
You know, like people's beards. I mean, I've got a lot of grey in my beard.
Mine's the same.
But like people have ginger beards, but they're brown haired. It's
true.
like, wow, that's weird. But that, honestly, mate, I think that suits you more than it forward.
Should we go full style? Hang on.
Is that what do you wear your glasses for?
I drive in these, actually.
Do you?
Or meetings. You know, where things are presented on a board up there, and I'm just like, I can't see any of that, so I wear them for meetings now.
I mean, it shows that you're actually concentrating on the meeting, to be fair, because I'm sure in your head,
eyes on them.
Yeah, you're like
very often. Yeah. Did you see that thing with Elon Musk where he was talking about meeting etiquette? And he said, because you know he's from South Africa, and it's just a different world entirely. Mm-hmm. But he said, if you're not getting anything from a meeting and you're not going to be contributing to the agenda items, leave. They're like, would you not see that as rude? I went, no. I'd see it as rude for someone to stay. I'm paying you for all those hours.
Yeah.
And that's interesting.
Yeah.
And what a great bit of feedback as well, going,
yeah,
I'm not getting anything from this meeting, so I'm going to go.
When Elon Musk started, obviously Tesla, he he was saying that he was in an office and he was looking at about making it more efficient. How can I make the office more efficient but reduce the overheads?
Yes.
So he's like, so I was sat in this like meeting room and there was like sofas and stuff around, and he goes, and this guy was basically staring at a wall, and he went, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm waiting to be paid." And he says, right. He goes, "There's £2,000. Fuck off and don't come back again."
Yeah, we don't need
to the employee. So he's like, so because obviously I don't need you because you're not contributing.
Yeah.
He says, so this guy went, "Well, great," walked off. And the woman at reception came over to Elon and said, "Where's the pizza guy gone?" And he went, "Oh, fuck. I've just given the pizza guy £2,000 to fuck off." And he goes, and that clearly is not the right business approach.
That's a comedy sketch, that is.
Oh, that was brilliant. This pizza guy's gone, "Whoa! £2,000 for two pizzas. Thank you very much, mate."
He's another hair transplant alumni.
Is he?
Have you not seen the pictures?
No.
Right.
No, I haven't. No.
Pause the video here and bring it up. Oh, in fact, let's go for it. Elon Musk pre-hair transplant.
What is he? A goddess? Well, God, like me.
So, I don't like calling people out because it's kind of their own thing. But when you're in the public eye...
Oh. Yeah. That's how I would look on the left. Oh, no, I'd probably look worse now because I've got less hair on my head.
Yeah.
But, wow.
So I've got no issue with people doing it, obviously.
No, I haven't.
But also, in the same way that I have no issue if someone wants to get lip fillers or a fake tan.
Yeah.
With a spray tan.
Yeah. I'm going to go off piece now.
Oh, let's do it.
A couple of podcasts ago, we did probably one of the most memorable things I've ever done in my life, in the sense of I've never done anything that actually blew my brain in smelling salts.
Oh, yeah, I know where this is going.
Smelling salts, mate, were just... If anyone's ever done them before, these are... I mean, obviously you didn't go for the most mellow one. No, you didn't. You went for the most strongest one.
These are the Eddie Hall ones. And I know we spoke about this. Eddie Hall is one of my absolute heroes. If you ever talk about dedication, single dedication to one thing and become the best in the world, this is the man you've got to look at. Yeah.
Brian Shaw's probably one of his best friends.
Well, he's four-time champion.
And, you know, Brian Hall is just amazing.
Eddie's funnier.
But those...
Eddie, you're funnier.
Those smelling salts, mate, I think, to be quite honest, right, it's been a couple of weeks.
No.
I think we should.
No.
Let's just do it for shits and giggles.
You're going first.
I'll go first.
Where is the fucking stuff? Hang on. It's in a... Hold on. Stay there.
Right.
I literally put it in the drawer because if the kids smell this, they're dead.
I actually think they would die, mate. No, I was saying this to Charlotte at work. I said... It's a Oh yeah, great. Shake it up, mate.
No, you've got to shake it up. Bring it straight up to both your nostrils.
Ready?
Oh, it's still as funny now.
Oh my gosh!
That's exactly what you said last time.
How that makes you do more weight? I swear, I don't get it.
Oh, this is...
It's beautiful. Do you know when it goes? It's at its peak. Ready? Steady. No, get it up to your nostrils. It stops you breathing.
I don't know why I did that. Oh. Go on, have another quick...
No, I don't, because I got mine a lot closer and...
This was your idea.
Yeah, it's a fantastic idea.
Why did you suggest this? Fuck off. Literally fuck off. Never to be seen again.
On that note, thank you for watching Two Old Guys.
See you again.
Good.